Good morning, everybody. Let's jump right into it. Trump's breaking news. Breaking Fox News, November the 10th. Do we have our microphone? You got Kamala's crash out today you want to go through. You got Donald Trump. The count finally came in from Arizona today, and he's the winner of the state. Got Nancy Pelosi. She's commenting on the election and what Bernie Sanders said about her. We've also got the psychiatrist who said liberals should cut ties with Donald Trump. Y'all believe in any of this stuff? Let's go. Let's get it. Let's run it. How you guys doing? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. And like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So if you want, go on over to Big Drip, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Get yourself some merch. See, I got the new puff print on today. Listen to this. That's the puff print right there. Nice and heavy. Hey, what's going on? Always supporting like your videos. I always appreciate you guys. And that's why I'm trying to get better at this so I could make sure that I'm giving you guys good content and something to look at. Got myself a microphone. I got myself clear video going on now. So I want to make sure that what I'm doing just makes sense to all of us. That's why I try to jump right in and not take up you guys too much of your time. So again, we're going to go over Trump's the count that came in from Arizona as the winner of the state. We got Nancy Pelosi, her comments on the election and what Bernie Sanders said about her. Psychiatrists said that liberals should cut ties with Trump. I think these are points that we should look at real quick because of the attitude and the way that these people are expressing themselves. Let's jump right in.
Supreme Court saga. It's a Mauer Fox and Friends weekend starting with this. Another swing state pickup for President-elect Trump as the White House reveals Trump and Biden will meet in the Oval Office this
226 for Harris, 312 for Trump. That's what proves that he won the state of Arizona. He got the win. How you guys doing? Glad to see you here. It's still me, Kenya. Big Drip. Thank you guys. www.drinkbigdrip.com. I want you to see the puff print. This is 1/3 of an inch. You see how that's coming off the shirt? It's not just like a real cheap screen that everybody else is wearing. You could actually see it coming off the shirt. That's crazy. We got these available on the website. And these were the sweatshirts that we made for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Salute to all of my people that are going through that terrible situation. And F cancer. Y'all know what I
week. Plus, Supreme Court saga. Democrats in frantic talks to push out the most liberal justice, well, maybe. Before Trump takes office, could Democrats drop the gavel on the high court for a lame duck replacement? Fox News Sunday 8 for Shane and Bree. Weighs in just ahead.
And here we go again. Celebrities threatening to leave the country as Trump is reelected. That and much more in my pop culture roundup. Joe Piscopo this hour. The third hour of Fox and Friends weekend starts right now. Weird.
I'm in a good mood. You in a good mood? I'm in a good mood. I'm in a great mood.
I'm in a great mood.
That's good enough. Yeah.
Did you guys?
I'm going to make a great Supreme Court judge.
Shopify Point of Sale makes it easy to start and grow your retail business. All backed by the world's most powerful.
Sure would. Hold on. You never say never.
Not confirmable. But anyway, I do think it was very nice, though. I mean, even though President Trump said these two aren't going to be part of it, didn't you think it was sort of classy how the whole thing went down? The response from Nikki Haley. I mean, seemed like everybody's playing nice.
Mm-hmm. And the rest of the statement thanking them for what they had done in a previous administration. Shannon, you were there on election night. The last state just called 312, set the scene for just how historic this is.
Well, I mean, there's got to be a lot of soul searching from Democrats right now, and some of them are maintaining this line that America is full of sexist, racist, bigoted, terrible people who voted this way, and Donald Trump is a threat, and that the American people need to look at themselves and see what they did wrong. There are other Democrats, though, who are very openly having this conversation, like, gosh, our policies were out of line with millions and millions of mainstream Americans who felt that certain factions and policies of this party have gone too far. We have to be honest with ourselves. And some of them are doing that very publicly. One of our guests today, Congressman Dean Phillips, I mean, he mounted a primary challenge against President Biden because he said it would be disastrous for him to run again. And he's one of those who's very publicly saying, like, we've got a major problem to discuss here.
Mm-hmm. Well, Shannon, you brought up the Supreme Court, or at least Pete brought up the Supreme Court, saying you'd be a great Supreme Court justice.
It would be.
I don't know to get the nomination in the next 2 months, but there might be an opening for you to be nominated. There's rumors out there that many Democrats are agonizing, perhaps even pressuring Joe Biden, or first Sonia Sotomayor, to step down as a justice, giving Joe Biden the opportunity to replace her in the next 2 months, which, by the way, that timeline for confirmation, everything, we've seen this in the past. But she's 70, and the point is they're terrified of Trump getting another appointment, which could swing it from a progressive justice over to maybe a originalist, textualist, conservative justice.
Yeah, and gosh, there's so many points of risk in that plan if Democrats decide to try to launch it. First of all, sources close to Justice Sotomayor are telling us, so good. Already, Donald Trump making SNL great again? I mean, like, that was the funniest SNL in years.
And Dana doing Elon Musk. Did you see that?
Yes. Oh, that was awesome.
I'm telling you, it was nice. It was smart. It was respectful. And most importantly, it was funny.
It was funny. They put the funny first. Oh, yeah, the Elon Musk character was hilarious. It was so good.
Genius. This guy's a bad data.
I know, and I thought he looked so young. Like, he never aged.
No, he doesn't. And he's just the sweetest guy in the world. So pleasant to see.
Yeah, it was, listen, I'm going to keep watching. All right, so here's another thing. You remember all these celebrities, Joe? They said they're gonna leave the country if Donald Trump wins. Well, they won. Here's America Ferrera. She's from the Barbie movie. Remember this? She says America's sick that Donald Trump is president again. She is devastated that Kamala lost. She thought the country that she lived in was better than that. This is an insider telling him. She says she's going to continue to have a presence in Hollywood for work purposes because her presence is needed in Hollywood. So what are we going to do? Her name is America. Is she going to change her name?
You know what? Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Right.
I mean, I think everybody feels we are the greatest country, and Donald Trump has got already putting into plans to make the country even greater, to bring back a great country. Don't insult us by saying you're going to leave this beautiful, beautiful country, the United States of America. And you know what? They won't. They're big talk. No one ever goes. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
No one goes.
They don't go. Well, we'll see. Maybe she will. Here's some other ones that say they're going to leave. Maybe Driver, Sophie Turner, Hugh Jackman. He's not even American. Renee Zellweger. She's going to leave. Okay. Well, as you would say, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Is the celebrity endorsement debt? We've been talking about it. Will's been talking about this all morning long. Former housewife Bethany Frankel says, yes. Watch.
Hot take, celebrities no longer have influence. Over 2 billion followers did not move the needle for 150 million voters. So that means it's spinning
What's
wheels.
up, everybody?
It's
How you guys
useless,
doing?
it's a flex,
Let's
and
go.
it
Let's
doesn't
go.
do
Let's
anything.
go.
So 2 billion followers of all these celebrity endorsements, many of them paid, we found out. And then also $1 billion on a campaign. Didn't move the needle.
Nobody listens. Nobody cares. You know, back in the old...
Talked about that yesterday. $1 billion on the campaign. They actually spent $1 billion and now they're still in debt. It's kind of crazy. But this is how it happened the night that she actually had realized that she lost. Remember this, y'all?
Still have votes to count. We still have states that have not been called yet. We will continue
continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted.
Excuse me. This guy's motorcycle is terrible. It's not even a motorcycle, it's a scooter that really needs help. Let's go.
We still have votes to count. We still have states that have not been called yet. We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted, that every voice has spoken. So you won't hear from the vice president tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow. She will be back here tomorrow to address not only the HU family, not only to address her supporters, but to address the nation. So thank you. We believe in you. May God bless you. May God keep you. And go HU and go Harris. Thank you all.
So basically what they did right there was spent money for an after party, a bunch of celebrities, and basically got out of there because they knew that it was over. What else can we say about that? That was kind of a weak move. I got to be honest with you, because let's say if that would have been the president of the United States and it would have been a really crucial moment, does that show the same actions that she probably would have taken when it came for her to address the American public? That's one of my questions. To have somebody else come out there and speak for her, a male, black male at that. Gotta say it because it is what it is. So in the times of going through crucial measures, we need somebody that wants to stand up and be able to be straight up and direct. Adversary, somebody that they're gonna know, this guy right here, or this woman right here, she's gonna stand strong and be somebody that we're gonna have to fight. So you know what? I don't know if we want it with this person. So sometimes people can show you how they operate through other actions and the way that they move. We're in a time of war right now. We got a lot of people coming over. My next episode is going to be about Iran right now, plotting to President Trump. And that's a big situation because the CIA and the FBI and everybody knew about it, and they basically stopped it from happening. So we have a lot of cells here. We have a lot of people that are here right now, actually, that are very dangerous. There was one man that basically was the one that operated that operation and was able to make it back to Iraq. But they say that he has a lot of sleeper cells still here in New York. So that's something that we really got to worry about. Our security is very serious. What do you really care about? Your family, being able to pay your bills, being able to save a little bit of money, and security so that everybody's going to be safe. Currently, we have a very serious lack of security at our borders because the person that's supposed to be looking out for them wasn't. The Democrats are now divided on how they feel about, of course, the election. They're sifting through the rubble, trying to figure out what happened. How did we go so wrong? What happened to make us lose this election when we put so much into this person, over $1 billion? But was it about the money, or was it about the fact that your message wasn't coming across?
That's who we are. We are the kitchen table working class.
It is the 7 a.m. hour of Fox and Friends weekend, starting with this. Another swing state pickup for President-elect Trump as he officially flips Arizona.
Plus, Democrat division on display as Nancy Pelosi hits back at Bernie Sanders' criticism that the party abandoned working-class voters.
No, we didn't. That's who we are. We are the kitchen table working class party of America.
That's who you were.
And your holiday calories could get much smaller if your liberal relatives listen to this terrible advice from a Yale psychiatrist.
Say, I have a problem with the way that you voted. I'm not going to be around you this holiday. I need to take some space for me.
Oh man, she needs a hug too. The second hour of Fox and Friends Weekend starts right now. Good morning, everybody. It's 7 o'clock. What a beautiful shot of Pelosi, Virginia. Makes me want to go there.
Really,
wow,
beautiful.
Calm.
I know I'm on TV. Hold on.
not learning.
They got
Well,
shots.
that's a direct.
You guys got to see this. Okay. No filters or nothing. Remember?
Direct shot. So she sees as a direct shot at her. She is the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
That's how she certainly sees it. And by the way, she has a ton of power. So she's not wrong. You've already pointed out, we've now seen limitations in Barack Obama's power.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually think she is the most important figure in the Democratic Party. And so when Bernie Sanders says that, yeah, I do. I think she has been.
I think it's gonna start fading.
Well, yeah,
Quick.
because she's old. But she has been. So when he insults the Democratic Party, Bernie Sanders, he's insulting her, is my point.
Sure.
Because she has been the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
And so he says you turned away from the working class. She's like, I have not.
Sure.
And then you saw her rattle off her things, including the shots in the arm.
Shots in the arm.
But, I saw Julie Behar on The View doing something similar. What's going on in America? Democrats are the party of the working class. Maybe. Used to be. Not anymore.
Or are you the party of sending money to Ukraine?
Right.
Shotsy.
So we're talking about Nancy Pelosi now, the same person who told Joe Biden to step down and to let Harris take over. What you think about that? To be honest with you, I think it's something that is just proves what they just said about her running the Democratic Party. Because if you can have so much influence on the president to make him step down, kind of proves the point.
In arms and I don't agree with the way she characterized it, but of course you've lost your way on cultural issues compared to
and the working class. You
But
lost
the
your way on
number
the
one
working
reason
class.
they lost was the economy and inflation. And I'll tell you why they lost. They lost because they went for pet, projects for really rich white ladies who like, all these environmental policies. And they also, the environmental policies meant we had to wage a war on domestic energy. That drove up the cost. And that's what happened. And I think, in this case,
you can't have your gas stove.
And you can't have your gas stove. And so they didn't care about what working class people wanted. And one of the things I've been hearing, guys, is they're saying, well, we didn't message right. They're still not even getting that it's the actual policies.
Right.
A Yale psychiatrist has this advice.
Say, I have a problem with the way that you voted. I'm not going to be around you this holiday. I need to take some space for me. If you are going into a situation where you have family members, where you have close friends who have voted in ways that are against you, like what you said, against your livelihood, and it's completely fine to not be around those people and to tell them why. To say, I have a problem with the way that you voted
Kenya, how you
because
doing?
it went against my very
What's up?
livelihood,
Good
and
looking
I'm
for
not
the
going to be
live
around
stream.
you this
You're
holiday. I
welcome.
need to
Thank
take
you.
some space for me.
A Yale psychiatrist arguing if you disagree with your family, then you are the bad guy. You should just cut them off, cut them out of your life. But is this the best advice heading into the Christmas season?
Here to discuss is Fox News medical analyst. That's good. And I think you're the right person, Dr. Sapphire.
Yes.
This is bad medical advice. That politics, the issue here is not your politics, it's your family. Cut them out.
Yeah, well, so good morning, guys. First of all, I do want to put the little caveat here. The woman that was being amplified on this network, she isn't actually a practicing physician. She's still in her training, which means that she's never actually, seen patients without being under the supervision of an actual practicing physician. But ignorance and lack of experience certainly are not an excuse and can cause harm. When the Biden-appointed Surgeon General in the last couple of years has declared a loneliness epidemic, loneliness is rampant across across our country. It was fueled by COVID, by our digital technology. And loneliness is not only associated with depression, anxiety, suicide, it also is related to physical ailments such as cognitive decline, dementia, heart disease, diabetes, and other things. So this is bad advice, especially heading into the holidays where a lot of people do already have some issues with some of their mental health. So please, please don't listen to this woman. Get outside, get some vitamin D, call your family, call your friends. You'll never believe it, but there are things you can talk about outside of the election if you disagree. You don't have to agree on anything. Talk about, I don't even care what you talk about. Talk about something else, but do not isolate yourself.
How many friends will I lose because I'm doing just this simple coverage? I don't know, because there may be people that look at this like, oh, you're over there promoting the fact that, Kamala lost. What are you? Who do you believe in? What is your following? What is your, who do you, what is your stance on the election? I just would rather gather information and see how people overall take it in. I'll just rather do that. See how everybody else takes it in and then get my assumptions from that. But yes, I did vote, and my vote, I'm sure it counted.
We think it's a TikTok generation where you need 30 seconds. People are sitting down and listening for 3 hours. Finally, Jen Psaki said this on tradition.
See, I don't really want to watch that. I do want to see this last one right here.
How to respond to disrespect, how to stop people from interrupting you, how to come up.
You might be asking yourself, what is the left's plan then? If they can't even admit or agree on what.
I don't want to see somebody else give a comment on comments. I do my own comments. I was hoping that I would be able to show you guys this meltdown. Oh, wait a minute. I want y'all to see this last meltdown from Kamala. I would like to see this one.
Oh man, they got the on the live TV version view.
No, can't watch that. I don't like comments on comments. Sorry, I don't need to see your comments. I want to do my own. There's this certain one that I wanted y'all to check out with me. It's taking too long to come. What was it? It was the Kamala and I'm not even typing the word right. I think it's this one right here. My bad, I'm sorry. Oh boy. Tried to have everything lined up. Y'all see I was rocking a little earlier. I had them back to back. But yeah, I can't find it. So yeah, we're going to probably take it from here. I don't want to keep you guys too long. But yeah, I was just... we could look at that. But, because we did talk about it. It is part of a meltdown. So let's look at that for the meltdown. I just saw something that you guys might be interested in, and it's called Biden Fights with Kamala. So we'll let this be the last one. So Fox News, I appreciate you guys for the information. This is only being used for fair trade and copyright.
Happy Thursday, everyone. So President Biden addressed the nation today at 11 a.m. Eastern, or as he calls it, bedtime. It was there he promised a peaceful transfer of power to Donald Trump from Barack Obama. Biden congratulated Trump on his win, thanked Kamala for her service, and then announced his plans to run in 2028. Meanwhile, Kamala gave her concession speech yesterday. A squirrel ran across the stage moments before. The audience also thought they saw a raccoon nearby eating garbage. Turns out it was just Nancy Pelosi. Not looking good, man. So on MSNBC this morning, Joe Scarborough seemed shocked when he learned the actual price of butter. But don't blame him. Mika only uses margarine on her fists. I'm so glad you knew what I was going with there, you know? Yesterday, Jimmy Kimmel got teary over the election results. True, Kimmel will never get to have his abortion. Besides the one that airs 5 nights a week. Distraught celebs like Cher, Amy Schumer, and Bruce Springsteen are threatening to leave the United States. Even worse, Robert De Niro is threatening to stay. Fans are suggesting Cher move to Afghanistan, where she'd benefit from being forced to cover her face. Hey, they were mean to us first. Hello, Hitler. Yeah, they call us Hitler, all bets are off. Earlier today, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree was cut down in West Stockbridge, Massachusetts. It'll be hoisted into place using the same crane that they used to lift Joy Behar out of her limo. A hotel in the Philippines received a Guinness World Record for a 100-foot tall building shaped like a rooster. It's the first time Asians have been recognized for having a giant cock. That's another word for rooster, not penis. All right. So a Republican has won an election, and you know what that means. Jimmy Carter has to stay alive for 4 more years. It's also time for liberals to tell themselves that they're still right about everything and their hysteria and delusions of persecution are perfectly normal. Yet right now, they're melting like that stick of butter Joy Behar keeps between her thighs to prevent chafing. Case in point, last night, all the other late-night hosts threw a hissy fit. It's too bad Tim Walz is still grieving, or he could send them all a sack of industrial-strength tampons. Poor Jimmy. True, it was a terrible night for women, children, and for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who cut his lawn.
It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go. For healthcare, for our climate, for science, for journalism, for justice, for free speech. It was a terrible night for poor people, for the middle class, for seniors who rely on Social Security, for our allies in Ukraine, for Nate.
So as y'all can see, that was a basic breakdown on what everybody's going through right now. We went through it. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Donate even if you like. I'm going over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Get yourself some merch, t-shirts, sweatshirts, puff print sweaters. Show some support to the channel. I appreciate you guys for always coming through and showing love. Like I always say, you could have won anyway, but the fact that you came here to chill out with me, I appreciate you. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Until the next time, like I always say, get 'em! 1.